I said I was gonna talk about this. One of Obama daughters, Malia. Hopefully, I'm not pronouncing her name right. She got into the film industry and she dropped her last name because she didn't want to. Basically said she was privileged and she got things handed to you. And I wanted to talk about this that black people have an issue with nepotism. I mean, we can just dig so deep into this conversation. They had an issue with LeBron getting his son an opportunity. There's plenty of guys that got their son an opportunity or got their people opportunity they don't deserve. I see it all the time in corporate America. I see people put their people in position to do a job that they don't even know how to do anything on the job. You know, I mean, that's just what I mean. I don't have an issue with it. That is how you pose to put your people on. And black people just have a huge, they just want to do it on their own. And in the short I mentioned, Anthony Anderson's son kind of got into the industry. He was saying, he was telling his son, you want me to put a good word in? Oh, no, Dad, I don't need your help. I want to do it on my own. I don't understand this, your father, and sometimes the great-grandparents and the grandparents, they did all this work for y'all to have his name. You know what I'm saying? And you want to just erase your head start just to be able to say I did it on my own? Bro, I just don't get it. People worked hard. Barack Obama worked hard. Yeah, you spent all your life building this name to give your kids, to give your children a better life. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to start off from the fence. I want to start off from the start line. Like, I just don't understand it. They still gonna look at you as Obama's daughter, Michelle and Barack Obama's daughter. I don't understand why black people just. And I told you a lot of these issues with black people ain't got nothing to do with finance or money or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with that, dog. It's just, it got to be somewhat of a curse. It's okay to have a hard head start. It's okay to come from a privileged background. It's okay to have the best education. How are we supposed to move forward as a people when every generation want to start over from the bottom? Getting it out the mud and getting it from the bottom is it's not impressive. They don't look at your $1 billion and be, oh, you got, they look at Donald Trump. He don't care. He got it from his day. It doesn't matter. You in the club. So your thing is to hand a $2 billion or $1 trillion company or business to your family, to your generation. I'm gonna drop my name so people can take me serious. Like, nah. Regardless, in that industry, your work speaks for itself. Regardless. So if you make good work, people always gonna say some hating ass shit. Oh, they only gave her that movie because she's Obama. So what? But if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. If it's a good camera angle, it's good writing, it's good production, it's good production. It doesn't matter. People are always gonna have something to say. If you get it from the mud, they always gonna have something to say. If you get it from a silver spoon, they always gonna have something to say. I don't understand this I have to do it on my own mindset that black people have, bro. Like, you should be privileged to have a head start. You should be privileged to get your kids the best education. You like Deion Sanders' son. It should be a privilege for him to be able to talk to a Hall of Famer on how you approach the game, and that can be your dad. There's nothing wrong with that. Only in the black community. And what's so funny is, in the whole build of the black community, it's like an upside down pyramid, to be honest. It's like upside down, where everything that's bad, toxic, lame, that's really trash, that's really terrible for you, they praise that. They praise it. But when you proper, you speak well, you have well manners, you don't have a rap sheet, you do everything, you do the right thing, they laugh at you. They laugh at you. Look at this nerdy dude. He think he's smart. He think he educated. He think he better than us. Don't let that trick you out your spot. Don't let that trick you out your spot. Don't let these people, oh, you soft, you soft, you soft. Don't let that trick you out your spot. You mess around and try to prove you hard, and now you dead or in jail. You ain't got nothing to prove to some delinquent. You ain't got nothing to prove to people who ain't got nothing. They ain't gonna never have nothing. My girl wanna move down here. It is nice down here. Super duper nice. Wish I could show y'all some of these houses off the wall. I wouldn't mind. I literally wouldn't mind. I would not mind. It is so beautiful down here. But like I continue to say, bro, like I just don't like that mindset, dog. It's okay. Your parents suffer for y'all to have the opportunity to cut the line. You make it where your kids can cut the line. That's how everybody else do it in this world. That's how everybody else do it in this world, man. So, like I said before, like, these hating ass hoes always gonna have something to say about you. These hating ass people always gonna have something to say about, of course. You know what I'm saying? I should be ashamed because my parents did what's best for me and didn't go marry a deadbeat or didn't go be crackheads or didn't put their feelings before my feelings and they built the legacy for us. Absolutely. You're supposed to benefit from that. You do it for your kids. A lot of people, man, your purpose is to reproduce. You do it for your kids. You suffer for your kids. You work your marriage out for your kids. You get your hands dirty for your kids. Even when people do illegal shit, they doing it for their family. You know what I'm saying? They doing it for their family. So when I kind of, like I said, you do it for your family, bruh. If women knew how much sacrifices men made for them, bro, they wouldn't even think about cheating. If they could walk a mile in their husbands or their boyfriend's shoes or fiance shoes, bro, I'm telling you, bro, these women will be faithful. They will be appreciative, but they don't know what it's like. What it's like just to be the average man, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, or background, or where you from. They don't understand the pressure to provide. That's why we live about a decade less than they do. And people really may understand the sacrifices that men made for their family. And this is a sacrifice they make for their women, bro. The average guy is willing to die for their woman. Real talk. So when you start hearing these debates about, oh, I don't want to go 50-50 with this guy in the community, you hear us that had a debate. It's stupid because it's never 50-50. Even if you splitting the bills with your husband, right? Even if you splitting the bills with the husband, if y'all make it, that husband gonna take care of everything. You're gonna be good. But when that guy breaking that house, or you quit your job, that man right there to pick it up. Or you need somebody to talk to confide to, he right there. You need a problem solver, he got it. The grass needs to get cut, got it. That fit, whoop, whoop, got it. That's it. It's supposed to be a team. Not a partnership. It's supposed to be a team. It's supposed to be a team. And believe it or not, most women only care about their husband because keep them healthy so they can keep providing and doing the things they be doing. Other than that, they don't really care. They don't really care. Just the sacrifices that men make on a regular basis. And most men are choosing not to make those sacrifices for dumb shit like this. Kids don't want to take the head start. Women want to turn against you. If they really knew how men life was really hard on the average man, just the average man, they let you fuck about 2, 3, 4 hoes a year. Real talk. Real talk. They let you, bro. They couldn't do a day in the shoes. Our best day, it'd be hell for them. And what's so funny is you see these women, they get on these Tinder accounts as they male best friends, and they see how hard it is to deal with women. Like I'm really convinced women don't really understand how hard it is to deal with women. I really think we're seeing those experiments where they do these they get on these Tinder accounts, or they dress up as boys trying to be women and try to get women. I get it. They don't understand how hard it is. I get it. But boy, if they suited and booted up as a man and had to be a real man for a while, man, for a day, that man, a lot of them be break down crying. But you do all that for your family, bro. And if women can have that discipline and stop being so selfish and put their feelings aside and do it for their family, I guarantee you, it's like the equivalent of getting the job and I don't like it and I quit. Quit getting the job and I don't like it and I quit. Getting the job and I don't like it. You ain't build nothing by jumping around job to job. Everything, every time something go wrong, you leaving. You ain't even able to build nothing. But if you stick it out and go through the hard times and stay consistent, you start moving up in the company. Before you know it, you moving up to the company. And if you really wanted to make a boss move, you can lead a company with all that experience and go get a job and be a boss somewhere else. Or you can grow there and be a boss, but you got to stick with the program. I was telling the guy at the gym today, he was lifting, man, and I'm like, he was like, could you spot me, young fella? I'm like, yeah. So, he was, I'm going for 6 to 8. So he getting there and he's struggling. I make him really, really push the weight. You know what I'm saying? Before I really tried to help, I make him really push that weight. And I was telling him, I was like, I made you go get them reps because them the ones, that's what builds you. Them the ones that's what really build strength. Not the ones that make you stronger. It's the ones you go like this. That's not the easy ones. The ones where them the ones that build character, that build strength, that build power, that build everything you need to build as a weightlifter. Them the ones the ones you got to squeeze out. But that's all I had to say, man. Check out the music entertainment playlist, the current news playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance notifications.